Money ain't a thing. Money ain't a thing.
Money in the bank. Money in the bank.
We can talk, but money talk, so talk more.
Ash cash show, ash cash show, the ash cash show, ash cash show, the ash cash show, ash cash show, the ash cash show, ash cash show, ash cash show, the ash cash show, ash cash show, the ash cash show, ash cash show.
Baby, I got your money.
You're now tuned in to the financial motivator himself, Ash Cash, Mr. Mind Right, Money Right. Money Right. Money Right.
Welcome to the Ash Cash Show every Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Make sure you go to the ashcashshow.com. Subscribe to the podcast. Go to ashcashtv.com. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Iris Palmer's in the building. So today, and I'm gonna make this quick. But today I want to talk about ask, believe, receive. You know, a lot of us are at a space where there's a lot of information as it relates to how to manifest your dreams and how to really kind of get yourself to the next level and actually live in abundance currently, right? So we're given information all the time, and all of the information is just saying that you have to ask, right? Like you have to you have to put a command, right? You have to put a command out there to the universe in order to get what you desire, right? But I think the problem, right? I think the problem lies in when people are, first of all, asking, right? When people are asking, they're not asking from the right place. So I don't think we have a problem with asking, right? I don't think that's our problem. I don't think we have a problem asking. I think that we're asking from the wrong place, and we're asking for the wrong things. And because we're asking from the wrong place and we're asking the wrong things, we're getting exactly what we're asking for. But it's not what we think we should have been asking, right? And I say this all the time is that, the universe, D Brax, what up? Salute to my guy M3 in the building. A lot of us, don't realize that God is only going to say yes, right? God is only going to say yes. God is going to say yes to what you ask for. God is going to say yes to what you believe. And so you're only going to receive, right? You're only going to receive what you ask for and what you believe you're going to get, right? Whatever you ask for and you believe that you're going to get it, that's what you're going to get. So if you ask for something and, in your belief system, you think it's too good to be true, then you're actually going to get your belief system. You're going to get what you believe, right? And so the goal, if you're truly trying to manifest your life, if you're trying to really, get to a space of abundance, you have to get to a point, right? You have to get to a point where you are asking the right questions, right? You're asking the right questions. I need you to ask the right questions. George.
You are now listening to MindRightRadio.com, the only place to get inspiration and motivation all day.
Michael Beckwith. This is Michael Beckwith. Michael Beckwith.
About people who have circumstances that aren't as good as mine or yours. Is it possible to life vision when you're at the bottom?
Not only is it possible, that's probably the best time to do it. When circumstances and situations are pressing in upon us, the only way we can overcome them is to go within. To actually begin to ask very empowering questions with the awareness that this universal presence and its law will answer any question that you ask. So if you're in a situation that is pressing on you and you ask, what's trying to emerge in my life? What is my gift to share?
What is my gift to share?
What is my purpose?
What is my
Why
purpose?
am I here on the planet?
Why am I here on the
Not
planet?
just how can I pay my rent, not
Yep.
just how can I stop the pain. You ask empowering questions. The universe will answer these questions
Ask empowering
in a
questions.
language and in a way that you can understand. There'll be inner prompting. There'll be intuitive hits, nudges, signs, symbols, dreams. It'll come in the language of the individual soul and heart. The difficulty is that when people are in tough situations, they ask disempowering questions.
Well-
They say, what's wrong?
What's wrong?
Who's to blame?
Who's to blame?
Why me?
Why me?
Those are the disempowering questions. So the universe will answer those too. It'll pull on the database of human experience and say, you were born on the wrong side of the tracks, or you were born on the right side of the tracks, or this happened or that happened. It'll give you a bevy of excuses. But if you ask an empowering question, you'll get an answer to rise above the muck.
So look,
So it's all about
so hold on. So it's all about the question. So when I'm saying ask, believe, receive, right? If you're asking, yo, why me, God? Why is this happening? Right? You're asking, and so what you're gonna like, you're asking in a space of victimhood, if you will, right? If you believe, and this is what I believe, right? This is what I believe. I believe that everything works for my greater good. And so if everything is working for my greater good, why would I ever ask God, why me? I know why me, because you know best. God is the best of planners. And so if God knows best and God is leading me to my desires, even if it's something that's undesirable, I know why it's in my life is because it's part of my process. It's part of getting me to that next level. It's part of my growth. It's part of my evolution, right? It's part of that contrast. So I'm not going to ask victim questions, because if you ask a victim question, then you are subconsciously asking to be a victim, right? And then the answers will be answered through that. But if you're asking empowered questions, then you are subconsciously telling God that you are empowered, and you will get those empowered answers.
about the question, the sincerity of the question, and then the ability and the willingness to really listen, to really be available.
Listen and
That's
be
what
available.
Jesus is.
And that is available to every human being.
Whether an individual is in prison, imprisoned by circumstance, imprisoned in their own mind about an event that happened in their past, it doesn't matter. Once you ask with sincerity, the universe will answer. That's the way it operates. The presence of God has never made a mistake.
Never made a mistake.
Doesn't do do-overs. It doesn't repeat itself. Therefore, each of us are unique expressions of the infinite. Therefore, the way the infinite gets to express its infinite nature is through its uniqueness. Therefore, I have a mandate to
Jay Smooth,
discover
what up?
myself,
Discover yourself.
find out who and what I am, what my
Find
purpose
out who
is,
and what you
and to
are.
express it. So, and that idea within us
Yeah.
is infinite and is always unfolding. So it's not a one and done. It's not I've arrived.
Mhm.
It's I'm always on a journey.
I'm always
of
on a journey.
unfolding. You grow where you're planted.
You grow where you planted.
And then you ask, what's trying to emerge? What's trying to unfold? And you'll start to get hints. You start to take baby steps walking in that direction. As you take baby steps, inertia becomes momentum.
Mhm.
And then possibilities start to reveal themselves. Potential starts to be activated. And you find yourself, as you look back, wow, I'm changed. I'm different.
Yeah.
When did that happen?
Yeah.
You have to be in alignment with it.
Alignment.
You have to have a level of practice. You have to give up your resistance
Give up your
to
resistance.
circumstance. In other words, you're not arguing and resisting the circumstance.
Yeah.
This is the deal. God is always answering.
Yes.
But are we receiving? Are we listening? Are we available?
Yes.
Are you available?
Prayer, meditation, life visioning, it attunes us to become in alignment with that vibration. So we actually can hear it. We can actually feel it and then move in that direction. Many people, if their prayers would be answered, they couldn't even receive it. They're not vibrationally ready. You know how people do wishing wells? They throw a
Yo, you're not vibrationally ready. I'm gonna tell you about that in a second.
Because they had an intention, then they let it go. They didn't even think about it anymore.
Right.
And once you release your grasp then you give up your resistance, and then that which is for you.
That's
will
the
come to you.
aha moment.
Yeah.
Because when you want it, it doesn't show up.
It doesn't
Your
show up.
message to the universe at that moment is,
I want it.
which is translating into, I don't
I
have
don't
it,
have it. I don't have it.
So you can't receive it.
Mind right.
All right, hold on. Let me break that down because I talk about this a lot, and I want everybody to understand that there is, everything. There is you have to be energetically aligned, right? You have to be in energetic alignment with the things that you desire. You will never is like impossible, right? It is impossible for you to get something that's not on the same frequency as what you desire, right? So, I'll give you an example, right? So like if you went to if you went to Revolt, right? If you went to Revolt, let's say you're on YouTube and you go to Revolt and you're looking for Wild and Out with Nick Cannon, right? You're never gonna see, not never, but right currently you're not gonna see Wild and Out on Revolt, right? Because the channel that you're looking on, the Revolt channel, doesn't. I don't care what you do. I don't care what you do. The Revolt channel doesn't carry Wild and Out. Well, Wild and Out is on MTV. And so if you go to MTV and you're looking for Wild and Out, then you'll be able to find Wild and Out on MTV, right? Why? Because that show is on the channel of where you're looking from it. And so if you're looking for wealth, if you're looking for success, if you're looking for something and you're not in vibrational alignment with that thing, you're not going to find that thing, right? You're not going to find it. Like you could only find something, right? You could only find something if you're in energetic alignment. You have to have the right channel, right? If you are, if you're watching, if you're watching NBC and there's a show that only comes on NBC, but now you're on CBS looking for that show, you're not going to get it, right? You're not going to get it because it's on a different channel. And so the opposite of that is what we don't realize is what we're experiencing right now is the things that we're on the right channel for. And so if you're experiencing lack, that means you are tuned in to lack. If you're experiencing struggle, if you're experiencing stress, if you're whatever you are experiencing, and this is the hard truth that a lot of people don't want to admit to, but if you whatever you're experiencing, you are actually tuned into that channel, right? You are tuned in to the channel of whatever you're experiencing, right? And so we are all asking, we're asking with our energy, right? We're asking with our words, we're asking with what we believe, we're asking, with what we say, like we're asking all the time, right? We're asking based on how we feel. So we're asking for a lot of things, but the truth is, regardless of what we ask for, we're only going to experience the things in which we are in vibrational alignment to, right? And you have to, right? You have to change the channel, right? You have to change the channel because the channel that you're tuned in on right now is struggle, is strife, is lack, is impossibility. Like that's the channel that you're on, right? And you have to raise your vibration, right? You have to raise your vibration and you have to vibrate right? You have to vibrate on the level of the thing that you desire, right? You have to vibrate on the level, right? You have to vibrate on the level of the things that you desire. And a lot of times, right? And a lot of times, it's us though, right? It is us that's killing our own vibe, right? A lot of times it's us. Like we're the ones killing our own vibration. We might be you might have woke up this morning and you're vibrating, because the truth of the matter, when you go to sleep, if you go to sleep and you meditate and your mind is quiet, right? You're gonna wake up calm. You're gonna wake up with no worries. But a lot of us start to force ourselves to remember and put ourselves back down to the wrong vibration. Don't kill your vibe,
I
y'all.
think you're really going to enjoy this, because the lining up is so huge and there are so many options that it would be like you being a child or an adult and saying to someone, I'm hungry, and 5,000 complete meals appearing before you instantaneously. That sort of gives you some sense of relationship to how fast it is and how many options there are. And this is our way of saying to you that it's not a straight and narrow path that you must make your way to. In other words, when you achieve vibrational alignment with your well-being, around every corner is a potential satisfying of something that you want, literally. And the reason that the universe is able to do that is because there are so many players, there is so much data, there is so much interaction, there has been so much already expansion. In other words, the ingredients are already here. When you ask for something,
it's already here.
Immediately, at least 100 avenues to lead you directly to what your heart's desire,
your heart's desire,
satisfied having, are before you instantly. At least 100 options. But if you're not in vibrational alignment with them, might as well not be any. It's like your friend saying, oh, I heard the most beautiful music being played from my radio
on the
all
go.
morning long.
Appreciate the badge love.
I had my radio dial set on 98.6 and it was rapturous. And he said, I didn't hear it. Did you have your radio dial set on 98.6?
Salute, my G.
So if you're tuned up, if you're in alignment with what you want, then it's there, it's there, it's there, it's there, it's there, it's there, it's there. It's about vibrational alignment. So your question is, how does the universe do this?
How?
By the time you are able to identify it in thought as a desire, it's done.
It's done.
If you can think it,
the
components are here, and you can realize it as quickly as you line up with them. If you say,
can think it, it's here.
I want a prize, the universe says, very well, we will line up endless opportunities for you to have your prize.
Yep.
And when you say, but there is only one prize, the universe says, very well, we will make it very difficult. And when you say there is only one prize,
don't miss that, Miss Trish. Thank you for the badge love.
The universe says, very well, it will not be yours. Your thoughts happen. But when
I don't know if y'all caught that just now. I don't know if y'all caught that. If you ask the universe for a prize, right? If you say, hey, God, I would like to have this prize. God says, yes, here you go. There's infinite possibilities for you to gain this prize. But in the same breath, if you, right, that's why I say you be killing your vibe. In the same breath, while God said yes to the prize, now as the prize is coming up, you're like, oh my God, there's only one prize, so I'm not going to be able to get that one prize. So God gonna say, yes. And now it's going to be difficult for you to achieve it. That's why competition is one of the worst things you can even do, right? Like competing against somebody else is one of the worst things you could do, because when you are competing, you are telling God, right? You are telling God that there isn't enough. Matt Don, appreciate the badge, love my G, right? You're telling God there isn't enough. And God is saying, okay, bet. You want to compete? Okay, bet. I'm only going to give this to a few people. When there's infinite. So don't miss that.
When you say there is no shortage of prizes,
There's
the
no
universe
shortage of
says,
prizes.
then pluck from those that please you. They are
Pluck from
everywhere
those who
around you.
please you.
Your every thought affects your vibration, but that's all that affects your vibration. And your vibration is the only thing that ever affects your outcome. Every time you launch a preference, the universe has gone to work on fulfilling your preference and has taken great satisfaction in doing so. All of your future worlds have been envisioned and enjoyed by all that is non-physical. That's why it's in escrow, ready for you to let it into your experience. Wayne Dyer's book says, you will see it when you believe it. And we say to you, test the heck out of it.
Test that.
Make yourself believe it.
Make
Show
yourself believe it.
Think thoughts and watch them manifest. Think other thoughts. In other words, notice the correlation between what you think and feel and what happens. It's accurate every single time. Adjust the way you feel, watch what happens.
Adjust the way you feel, watch what happens.
But what's tricky about this is that if I stand here and I want to be over there and I say I'm willing to do anything it takes to get over there, I've got a resistance within my vibration because of my inherent dissatisfaction with where I am. Where if I say it's lovely over here and it would be lovely over there, now I've softened that resistance. As I say, from my lovely vantage point where I feel blessed and worthy, I'm looking forward to more evidence of my blessedness and worthiness. Now you've got the whole gamut covered. In other words, can you feel how that just cleaned everything up, you see? As you play with each other and you feel competition and you worry about how much abundance there is, Esther has been enjoying coming to the realization that there is not a shortage of anything. And she has that just about figured out with relative to everything except shortage of time. Or she will say, it feels to me like there's a shortage of Esther. In other words, there's not enough of Esther to go all of the places that everybody would like Esther to be. And then we explain to Jerry and Esther that when you are thinking about budgeting your dollars, you have flexibility in the sense that you can pay attention to the way the dollars are flowing out, and you have some measure of control, but you can also open the vortex through which the dollars come in, and then you have an even broader measure of control. So when you realize that you're tapped into the abundance of dollars, the abundance of abundance,
you don't
have to worry about shortage because it flows in as fast as it flows out. But then Esther said, but what about time? It seems like time can't expand like dollars. She said, I can see how my dollars could expand so that I don't feel shortage as I'm expending. But with time, we all only have the same 24 hours in a day. And if we only have this, so all I can do is be responsible about the way I spend that time, because if I spend it over here, I don't have it to spend over there. And we say,
Mitchell,
when you are determined to feel joy in any moment that you are spending it, then in the same way that you've taken dollars out of the equation, now you've taken time out of the equation. And when you take things like dollars and time out of the equation, then you begin to take shortage out of the equation. Then you begin to take limitation out of the equation. Then you begin to expect somehow, some way, whatever you want to manifest. And that's when the distance between your dream and the realization of it becomes
DST, what up, my G?
And that's when you say, well, it's like magic. And you say, it isn't magic. It's normal.
It's normal.
You're not wanting to have all of your orgasms now. You're not.
Wait, hold on. Let me explain something to you. Right? A lot of us are wanting, we're wanting access to experiences, and we don't realize we're wanting access to those experiences now because we believe we can't have them and there's a lack in them. But the truth of the matter is, why not ask, right? Right? You ask, you pluck from the tree, you eat the apple, and then you go to the next thing, right? And so TJ went, so right. So think about this. If a lot of people, I'll give you this, right? A lot of people are like, yo, I want $1 million, right? And if I ask you, why do you want $1 million? Most people don't even know what they would do with $1 million, right? Most people they just want the $1 million because they never had money, and they feel secure, right? They feel secure if they had $1 million, and then anything they want, they could probably purchase it. But the truth of the matter is that if you already knew that you had $1 million in your account, I could almost guarantee most of y'all wouldn't even spend $1 million, right? What would you do? You have this desire. You should know, right? You should know how much money does it take for you to build or to do or to experience the things that you want to experience, and that should be your focus, because that's what you're energetically aligned with. So I'll give you an example. When I was in vibrate, when I was vibrationally aligned with running a multiple six-figure business, that's what I received, right? Because I envisioned, God has given me what I need. So when I was in line with running a multiple six-figure business, I was aligned with that, and so I got what I needed, right? But then when my vision expanded, I said, God, I want to reach millions of people, and this is how I want to reach them. Then I became vibrationally aligned with a multiple seven-figure business. I was, vibrationally aligned with business partners who had the same vision as me, right? And so that's when it manifested, right? Running a multi-million-dollar business did not manifest because just for the sake of me wanting a multi-million-dollar business. I had to need it. I had to have use for it. My vision had to be big enough for it, right? And so a lot of us are just desiring things just for the level of desiring it, but we don't have a need for it, right? And so what Abraham is saying, you can't experience all your orgasms at the same time, right? And so hopefully we adults, right? All, because I know I got a lot of people that watch me. But when you think about, and for the lack of better words, I'm going to use orgasm as saying feeling good, right? I'm going to say feeling good, right? Imagine all of the feel good periods in your life. So from the time that you are, like right now, let's just say from right now till the time that God calls you home, if you had an opportunity to feel all of your good feelings at one time, who would choose to feel all of your good feelings at one time? Nobody. I wouldn't choose it. And the truth of the matter is because I can only feel good in that moment. And so instead of having a million, let's say, let's say God got me here for 60 more years, right? Let's just say it's God's will for me to live 60 more years, right? 60 years times 365 means that I have the potential, right? I have the potential to experience 21,900. That's 21,900 days, right? If I have a desire to live 60 more years in God's will, right? That's 21,900 days. Why would I want to receive all of the 21,000 feel goods in one day, right? No, I'd rather spread it out, right? So if we go back to the orgasm, what she's saying is, why would somebody want 21,000 orgasms in one time? You probably have died. That's too much. Your body probably can't even take all of that, right? So you're probably gonna die if that happens, right? And so spread it out, right? Spread it out. So for every single day, for the next 21,900 days, right? For the next 21,900 days, I need you to spread that thing out, right? I need you to spread that thing out. And so that's what's happening with our desires, right? That's what's happening with our desires. With our desires, we're asking for, give me all of this right now, right? Give me all of this right now when we don't even have a use for it. TJ Wynn, thank you for the badge up. We don't even have a use for it. If we got everything that God has for us all in one time, it'll probably kill us, right? It'll probably be an overload, right? Kim said endorphin overload. It'll be an overload. We couldn't take it. It's too much. You know how many people you see who are blessed at a fast pace and they go crazy, right? Because the blessings came too fast and they didn't know how to handle it. And so that's why asking the right questions, envisioning, what that looks like and receiving it, believing, right? Believing in the unlimited supply. I don't have to have it all right now. Because everything that I desire, I'm going to get when I'm in energetic alignment with that thing.
You're not wanting to have all of the delicious experience of life now.
Let's go back a little bit.
4 hours in a day. And if we only have this, Esther, that when you are thinking about budgeting your dollars, you have flexibility in the sense that you can pay attention to the way the dollars are flowing out, and you have some measure of control. But you can also open the vortex through which the dollars come in, and then you have an even broader measure of control. So when you realize that you're tapped into the abundance of dollars, or the abundance of abundance, then you don't have to worry about shortage.
You ain't got to worry about shortage
as fast as it flows out. But then Esther said, but what about time? It seems like time can't expand like dollars. She said, I can see how my dollars could expand so that I don't feel shortage as I'm expending. But with time, we all only have the same 24 hours in a day. And if we only have this, so all I can do is be responsible about the way I spend that time, because if I spend it over here, I don't have it to spend over there. And we say, but when you are determined to feel joy in any moment that you're spending it, then in the same way that you've taken dollars out of the equation, now you've taken time out of the equation. And when you take things like dollars and time out of the equation, then you begin to take shortage out of the equation. Then you begin to take limitation out of the equation. Then you begin to expect somehow, some way, whatever you want to manifest. And that's when the distance between your dream and the realization of it becomes infinitesimal. And that's when you say, well, it's like magic. And you say, it isn't magic. It's normal.
It's normal.
You're not wanting to have all of your orgasms now. You're not wanting to have all of the delicious experience of life now. You're wanting a steady stream of it flowing into your experience. And the same thing is true of all of these desires. You don't have time to contemplate them all at once or to experience them all at once. In other words, whatever you're doing, if what you are doing feels good while you're doing it, then what possible difference does it make about all of the things you're not doing? See, and once you sort of get that, once you start savoring whatever is happening now and no longer worrying about the things that you're not able to do now, then you get it. Sometimes we know if you're doing something you don't want to do, and then you say, well, I'd rather do that, that's where that thinking comes from. But when you've trained yourself to make the best of whatever it is that you are doing, then that gap closes. And then you just go from this fun thing to this fun thing to this satisfying thing to this interesting thing to this provocative thing to this good feeling to this good tasting to this good feeling to this good tasting to this interesting thing. You just move from subject to subject, feeling good all the time. And somebody watching you would say, my goodness, how is it that you have such a broad spectrum of life? And you say, well, I just dabble in all of the good stuff of life. And in time, you will not be able to remember ever doing something that you didn't really enjoy doing. Esther will say, the only thing that ever bothers me is the stuff I can't get to. And we say, now that is shortage consciousness. Because what that's saying is there's not enough of me to go around, or there's not enough time for me to do it all. And that's shooting yourself in the foot, because when you're in that vibration, then whatever you're doing can't be pleasurable either, you see. when you finally start saying things to yourself like, I can't get it all done, I'll never get it all created, I will never get it all achieved, and I wasn't supposed to do that anyway. My mission as a creator is to let the juices flow through me and to enjoy the thrill of the feeling of the juices flowing through me. And sure, they're going to cause creation. Sure, they're going to cause expansion. Sure, things are going to move. Sure, things are going to change. Sure, the world is going to get better and I'm going to have a better life. But that's not the reason I'm doing them. The reason my object of attention exists at all is because as I hold my object of attention, I have the opportunity to feel good as creative juices flow through me in the creation process. The creation process, the eternal process of creation. So how do I find my balance in it?
How do you find your balance?
Well, I just listen to Magellan and I reach for what feels good, and I can feel when I'm on my path. And when it doesn't feel so good, I veer to where it feels better. And when it doesn't feel so good, I veer toward where it feels better. In other words, I just keep reaching for the thoughts and ideas that feel good. And when I find one that feels good, I just milk it. I tell everyone about it. I roll it over and over and over in my mind until I achieve enough vibrational harmony with it that law of attraction brings me other thoughts like it. I think that what happens to so many of you is that somewhere along your path, someone has convinced you that you are unworthy on your way to worthiness. And that's a hurdle you can't get over. You cannot jump that hurdle. When you say, I'm unworthy, that's like saying, I'm on 98.6 seeking 101 FM. You cannot get there from there.
You cannot get
so you
there
say,
from there.
How do I get there? We say, you got to try to feel worthy.
Feel worthy, y'all.
You can't feel worthy. I felt unworthy for so long. You say, all right, then try feeling happy.
Yeah.
No, I can't feel happy. I feel too unworthy to feel happy. Then try feeling interested in something. Oh, yeah, I can feel interested. I can feel interested. This is interesting. I feel unworthy about it, though. You just keep reaching. You just keep reaching for, and the operative word is reaching for the feeling of relief. But we want to say to you, even someone like you, who has left so much negative emotion behind, who is predominantly in a place of feeling good, even you can continue to find dramatic feelings of relief.
You
don't have to explain anything to anyone, and you don't have to document your trek on your way to worthiness. No one is asking for that explanation except people that aren't in alignment with well-being. When they're not in alignment, there's nothing that you could do to document it that would make them hear it anyway, you say. So finally, you just got to say, it only matters how I feel. It only matters what I think and how I feel.
It only matters what I feel.
Just have to take care of themselves. There are so many people that, without even knowing they're doing it, will work a guilt trip on you because they think that you could do something that would make them feel better. And they want to feel better. And so we think that the heart of the unworthiness that most of you are feeling is that you've been unsuccessful in helping someone else feel better. It has never been your job to fix anything in anyone else's experience. It's never been your job.
Never been your job.
Many of them who want to feel better hold you responsible for them not feeling better. And then when you can't do enough for them to make them feel better, then they don't feel better. And then you feel like the thing that mattered to you most you failed about. And that is what is at the heart of most of your unworthiness. Where if you would say once and for all, my happiness is my job and your happiness is your job, and then work to maintain your happiness, then you've got it.
Then you got it. All right, y'all.
Mind Right Radio, your #1 source for mind elevation.
All right, y'all. Last one. I gotta go. But last one. Hopefully y'all got it. Type I got it in the chat if you good. Type I got it in the chat. Let me know y'all still here. I can wrap it up. It's on y'all. Type I got it in the chat. Let me just see if y'all still awake. mindrightradio.com. If you go to mindrightradio.com, you can see it. mindrightradio.com. 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 All right, last one, y'all. Last one. Look, ask, believe, receive. Ask, believe, receive. Ask, believe, receive. Ask, believe, receive. Y'all ready? Last one. I ain't gonna do too much. Maybe I'll do talking. I don't know. Maybe I'll do some talking. Let's see. Let's see.
You are not tuned into Mind Right Radio.
Mind Right Radio.
Elevate your mind.
Elevate your mind.
Elevate your life.
Elevate your life.
This is a melody.
How to get whatever you want. Here's what it says if you're ready. It says, ask. That's it. End of notes.
End of notes.
Ask.
Ask.
If there's one art in life to learn extremely well, that's got to be one of them. The art of asking.
The art of asking.
What does ask mean? Ask means, what do you want? And the formula is staggering. It says ask and what?
And you shall receive.
A guy ought to look into that. See, you've got to be better than a good worker. You've got to be a good asker. Now, let me give you 3 key points on asking and receiving. This can do it. Number 1, asking is the beginning of receiving. Asking starts a unique process, mental and emotional. I don't even know how it works. All I know is it works. It's like pushing a button and all this machinery starts working. I don't know how. It just works. There's a lot of things you don't need to know how. Just work them. Some people are always studying the roots. Others are picking the fruit. I mean, it depends on what end of it you want in on. Asking is the beginning of receiving, so start the process. Here's number 2. Receiving is not the problem. Receiving is automatic. Now, if that's true, receiving is not the problem. What's the problem? Failure to ask might be one of your major problems. I don't know. Check it out. The guy says, oh, now I see it. I got up last year and did it every day, but there's not a scrap of paper with my goal. Good work. Who asked?
Bad asker.
Here's number 3. Receiving is like the ocean. There's plenty. Success is not in short supply. It isn't rationed, and you stepped up to the window and it was all gone. No, no, no. It's like an ocean here. Now, if that's true, what's the problem? Well, some people go to the ocean with a teaspoon. Have you got the picture? See, what you want to do in view of the size of the ocean is trade your teaspoon for at least a bucket. And you'll look better down at the ocean. Kids won't make fun of you, right? Okay. Now, there's 2 ways to ask. 2 ways. Here's number 1. Ask with intelligence.
Ask with intelligence.
It didn't say ask intelligently, but I'm sure it meant that. Don't mumble. You don't get anything by mumbling. Be clear. Be specific. Intelligent asking means how wide, how high, how soon, when, what size, what color, how much. Define what you want and describe what you want. That's powerful.
Powerful.
Goals
Describe
become
it.
like a magnet. They pull you that direction. And the better you describe them, the more they pull. So ask intelligently. Here's number 2. Ask with faith. That's the childish part of the equation. Believe you can get what you want like a child.
Believe that you can get it like a child.
Not an adult. Adults are too skeptical.
Adults are too
So
skeptical.
the formula really reads, make plans like an adult and believe in them like a child.
Believe in them like a
And the most
child.
incredible things will happen. Just try it for 90 days. Just try it. You can always go back to the old ways. Just try it. Just 90 days, 90 days. Now, here's the last qualifying phrase on goal setting, as we promised to qualify everything. And it simply goes like this. Remember, you won't get everything you want.
You won't get everything you
And
want.
we've already studied the reason for that. Simply, sometimes it hails on your crop and rains on your parade. It's that kind of planet. So you won't get everything you want, but if you will work this goal-setting formula, you can get plenty for wealth and happiness. Now, let me give you a little simple formula for goal setting, and maybe this will be helpful. First of all, I've divided goals into 2 parts. First is long range. Long range goals. That's your dreams. Your dreams for the next 3, 5, 10, 20, 30, 40 years. Actually, the rest of your life. Your dreams. You've got to keep dreaming. Your better future is a dream for yourself and for your family. Where do you want to go? What do you want to do? What do you want to be? What do you want to see? You've got to dream dreams. There's a Bible phrase that says, without dreams and visions, people perish.
People perish.
You've got to have something to go for that inspires the heart and the soul. Dream. From the children of Sanchez, it says, take the crumbs from starving soldiers, they won't die.
They won't die.
Take the bread
Take
from
the
hungry
bread.
children, they won't cry.
Yeah.
But without dreams,
Without
we
dreams,
all will die.
we all will die.
You've got to dream. Don't lose your dreams. For yourself, for your future, for your family. The dreams of love and enterprise and travel and doing things. Becoming something unique on your journey here. Don't lose your dreams. Do some dreaming. That's long-range goals. You've got to have those. So that's number one. Here's the second part of goals, short range. Short range goals. That's your goals for tomorrow, this week, this month, this year, the immediate future. We call these confidence builders. Because if you set up something short range, go for it, get it, latch onto it, work hard, accomplish it. That starts building your strong feelings to go for your dream. Now, I've divided goals into 3 categories. Here they are. Number 1 is economic.
All right, so this is kind of long, though, y'all, so I can't play this whole thing because I got to go, actually. So I appreciate y'all. Y'all, so anybody who asking, go to mindrightradio.com. You can listen to it. It's a 24/7 radio station, mindrightradio.com. It's also on Apple. It's not on Android yet, unfortunately, but if you look up Mind Right, all one word, MINDRIGHT, you'll look up for that. I do have a VIP section available where you could download them. We're revamping that site. So if you join now, it's like $4.99 for the month. If you join now, it'll probably be canceled soon anyway because we're redoing the website. But for now, if you want any of those tracks, you could just go mindrightradiovip.com, download the tracks. And then that's it. Look, employmillionairenyc.com. That's happening next week, 2 weeks. So if you haven't gotten your tickets yet, you like tickets are selling out fast. Make sure you go to employmillionairenyc.com. We are going to be giving you the blueprint. Myself, Storm Leroy, Marvin Mitchell, aka the Trifecta. We are going to be talking to you in detail, specific lessons on how you can create a 6 to 7 figure business through IP, through digital products, through your book, through courses, things of that nature. Storm is going to teach you how to become an employee millionaire, and so how to invest in real estate and how real estate can help you build wealth. Marvin Mitchell is going to teach you about life insurance and how life insurance can help you become your own bank. We have I want to say VIP. We have limited amount of space for VIP, but that's even an experience. You get a chance to spend time with us. Go around and have dinner with us, and we'll be having some great conversations. But just get in the room, right? Don't even worry. I mean, if you want to give VIP, but at minimum, you need to be in that room, right? Tickets are selling out fast. I get a lot of questions. People are always asking me how. People always are, let me pick your brain. I don't have the time. You know what I'm saying? So I haven't done one-on-ones in a while because God is pulling me to a different space. God is telling me I need you somewhere else, right? I need you to reach the masses. And so when you get an opportunity to get a one-on-one or to hear us live in a room, you got to take that opportunity. Like what you're getting here online, right? What you're getting here online is not even a fraction of what you're gonna get live. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's not even a fraction of it. And even if you're not in New York, you should travel to go to New York. I'm part of a mastermind, and the masterminds are never in Atlanta. They're never in New York. They're always in Florida. I don't live in Florida. But if somebody has the information for me, why wouldn't I go where the information is? Why we want it to be easy? right? There's so many of us that want it to be easy. Like, oh, next time you come to New York, let me know. Next time you come to Alabama, next time you come to California, next time, what? I wish I would. If you're energetically in line with somebody and they have the information that could change your whole life, you better get on a plane and meet them where they are. So get in the room, y'all. I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for all my badge buyers. Thank you for the support. I appreciate the badge love. Ramaya Trash, thank you for the badge love. I am Dave Speed. Thank you so much for the badge love. K Rowe on the go notary. Thank you for the badge love. Miss Trish Thompson, thank you for the badge love. Mac Dime 129, my G, thank you for the badge love. Val Smile, thank you for the badge love. Silhouette, Face and Body, thank you for the badge love. Dr. Lycan, thank you for the badge love. SVO1 Smith, thank you for the badge love. TJT Win, thank you for the badge love. Kamani Meta, thank you for the badge love. I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for tapping in. I'm gonna post this live so y'all can share this. Y'all can rewatch it. I'm definitely gonna post it. Fast shout to all of my folks. Shout out to my folks on Facebook, LinkedIn. Y'all be showing out. I appreciate you, LinkedIn. YouTube, make sure y'all subscribe to YouTube. Fast shout to Twitch and Twitter. Thank you. I appreciate y'all. All right, y'all. So have a great one. Salute, London. What up? All right, copy that, London. I got you. London, what's up? Yo, London. Fast out to London Richie. Got a powerful story. So salute. Y'all spoke about the Sunday experience yesterday. Yeah, we was in Fulton County Jail talking to folks. So we talked about that yesterday. So all right, y'all. I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for tapping in. The Ash Cash Show every Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Make sure you go to ashcashshow.com. Subscribe to the podcast. Go to ashcashtv.com. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. I appreciate y'all. See y'all tomorrow. In God's will, though. Remember that. You know what I mean? I'll see you tomorrow. God's will. All right, peace.
I ain't talking about rich. I'm talking about well.
Money ain't a thing. Money ain't a thing.
Money in the bank. Money in the bank.
We can talk, but money talk, so talk more.
Ash Cash Show, Ash Cash Show, the Ash Cash Show, Ash Cash Show, the Ash Cash Show, Ash Cash Show, the Ash Cash Show, Ash Cash Show, Ash Cash Show, the Ash Cash Show, Ash Cash Show, the Ash Cash Show, Ash Cash Show.
Baby, I got your money.
You are now tuned in to the Ash Cash Show, your number one source for financial motivation. Get your mind and your money right.